Hi guys, it's Katie, and today I want to talk about fitness and exercising in college and how that has changed for me over my 4 years at Cornell. I hope this video gives you a lot of ideas on how you can do that, especially if you live in a nature-y place. There are so many other outdoor opportunities for you where you can run, hike, and do something active while exploring the nature around you. So starting with my first year, it was pretty boring. I just had a gym pass. I thought that was the easiest. At Cornell, this means you can access all the gyms and fitness classes. Here is a tip. At Cornell, if you go to the gym 50 times, you can actually get the gym pass for free because they will reimburse you as part of your health plan. And even if you don't use a gym pass, Cornell also had free facilities like gym for volleyball, badminton, basketball, which I would use sometimes, and also the swimming pool, which had open hours for anybody. This is also my favorite thing to talk about at Cornell, but the PE classes. In the winter, I did skiing, and that was so fun and terrifying because I have never grown up with snow. I grew up on an island in the Philippines, and learning to ski was pretty stretching but so fun. Sophomore year, I just did the gym pass again. This time used a different gym, like Noise on West Campus. Junior year is when I got fun though, okay? So I got a rock climbing pass. I had also never gone rock climbing before, but all of my friends had always been talking about rock climbing. They're like, you want to come climb? And I was like, man, like I kind of had a lot of meetings, I had a lot of classes. Lindseth, which is the climbing center, is really far, so I was like, but around that time, that was when climbing was booming. You know what I'm talking about? So I got an annual pass, and that literally opened my life to different kinds of exercising because you could boulder, you could top rope, you could auto belay, you could lead, and I actually ended up doing all of those. Here's another tip for you if you go to Cornell. You can get 50% off a climbing pass if you already have a gym pass, so you can do it as an add-on. Better yet, you can go to the gym for free if you have a friend who works at the climbing center because they can take you off hours. I also started to run. I have a lot of friends who run, and they were recommending a lot of trails to me. My favorites were the Beebe Lake Botanical Garden Trail, East Ithaca Recreation Way. That is probably my favorite one. There are two of those, and the Cascadilla Gorge Trail. I think all of these are on the hiking apps like All Trails, and then you can log them on Strava. That's literally what I do, by the way. Take it a step further, hiking is so popular in Ithaca, and it's crazy because I feel like I've explored a lot of Ithaca and the surrounding area of Cornell, but I still have so many, like you cannot finish the amount, like the number of hiking trails here. There are just so many. Local ones within a 20-minute drive are Taughannock Falls State Park, Buttermilk State Park, and Treman State Park. If you're down more for a day trip, Watkins Glen is 40 minutes away. That is probably one of my favorites. Chimney Bluffs is an hour. That was also gorgeous. It's like a totally different terrain. Also, you're like, whoa, am I still in the Finger Lakes? No, not really. You're in the Great Lakes now. And Letchworth, which is 2 hours out and is known as the Grand Canyon of the East. So there are so many beautiful spots to go to, even if you didn't want to hike them. Also, you could just walk it, or you could just find a nice spot there and host a picnic with your friends. Bring some charcuterie and wine. That's kind of fancy. I've never done that. And if you're serious, like legit serious about hiking, you have to check out the Adirondacks. The Adirondacks region is really known in the New York area, but there's so many legit hiking trails where you will scale mountains, and there's so many different peaks, and it's just so gorgeous to go in the fall. Like that is the best time. I've gone actually in the past 2 falls I've spent in the Adirondacks. It's just so gorgeous. It has a special place in my heart. Senior year was especially incredible because in the summer there were also water activities. I would go kayaking, stand-up paddleboarding, whitewater rafting with my friends. These are also all really accessible from Ithaca. There's this place called Paddle and More at Stewart, Taughannock, and Myers Point, which are like 3 of the main parks. I would say the south point of Cayuga Lake, which is where Ithaca is, and you can rent kayaks, you can rent stand-up paddleboards there. So fun. Could also rent at Cornell's Outdoor Education Center and then like strap it to your car or whatever, but it was just easier to drive to that place. For whitewater rafting, we did it at Letchworth State Park, and we did it with this tour operator called Adventure Calls Outfitters for like $45 per person. I also started biking. There is this beautiful Cayuga waterfront trail and then a Black Diamond trail, which you can bike or run, and you can get bike rentals at Ithaca Youth Borough, which is where I did it, or now there's Ithaca Bike Share. I also got to play volleyball again, which I did for like 4 years in high school, but then just totally stopped playing sports for some reason. Yeah, the reason was I was really busy as a college student. But by the time senior year came around, I was pretty much vibing, playing beach volleyball for the first time. That eventually transitioned into indoor volleyball, and then I played in the intramural league with my friends for senior fall into the semester. The sand courts are outside Claire Dixon Hall, by the way. For PE classes, I took outdoor birding basics, which was so fun. It was literally just going on day trips and looking for birds with binoculars. You got to see so many different habitats around the Ithaca region. I got my first tick bite there, which is unpleasant, but we're okay. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video and it sparked some ideas for you. Make sure to share it with a friend. I will see you next week with another new video. Love you all and hope you're taking care. Bye!